Don't invite me to Costa Rica and you talking about we got an Airbnb.
Right. I checked the bed. There was blood all over the blood.
And this person told us to go there. There's mold in the room. Like,
but they're like, oh, what hotel are you staying at? You tell them the real hotel. Are you
kidding me? That's what we feel the problem with girls' trips is. Hi, my name is Corrine.
And I'm Kayla.
And you're listening to Between Sisters podcast, where we give you real talk between real sisters. And today we're going to be talking about the problem with girls' trips.
Okay, let's get into it. Yeah, I've been on a lot of girls' trips. I've been on at least like 4 this year, so I love a good girls' trip.
Yeah, me too. I go with like a big group of girls. It's about 8 of us. And I feel like we are a good traveling crew.
That's nice that you have like 8 people, because I know for me and my one good friend, we stick to just each other. Mm-hmm. We've tried it with other people, and it's fine, but we know we do it better just by ourselves.
Yeah. So when you've been with other people, what was the problem?
They travel differently, and when I say that, I just mean they, book different types of hotels and things like that. Like one friend, we had her handle all the booking, and she booked a motel. Not a hotel, a motel. And I had no idea. So when we pulled up, it was a motel.
So you had to like drive around the back?
No, it was like you drove up and it was just all the rooms, hotels, all the rooms right there. And I was just shocked because I wasn't expecting that.
Well, some people are like, oh, we're not going to be in the room that much. So it could be, I'm not one of those type of people. I need to feel comfortable, whether I'm in the room for 5 minutes or 10 hours.
Exactly. No, it was crazy. And I was like so scared. So I was like, let me check the beds. I'm thinking about all the TV shows I've seen and stuff. I checked the bed. There was blood all over the bed. Blood. Yeah, no. I was like, I'm not sleeping on that. I'm not sleeping here.
Blood on the mattress?
Yes. And I walked in there. I was like, okay, let me just try and make the most of the situation. Pulled all the sheets off of the bed. Blood on the mattress.
They could have been like doing scary things.
Exactly.
Because why? Was it like a big thing or like a spot?
No, it was like a smaller spot. It was still a decent size.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like the entire mattress, but it was a decent size. I was like, yeah, no.
Oh my gosh. That's actually terrifying. I hope everybody's okay in that situation.
So, Needless to say, that was the last trip that we did with her.
Did you guys stay in that place?
We did, but so there were like 2 beds in there. And at first, I was going to have a bed alone, but then me and my good friend who I still go on trips with, we stayed in one bed that didn't have anything on it. And the other girl was like, oh, I'll stay on this bed. It's okay. I was like, okay.
What? I'd have been out of there. Matter of fact, I'm leaving.
Literally, I was just like, okay. I was like, never again. This is not happening ever again. I was so angry.
Because I'll be scared. What's going on in this motel? Absolutely not.
It was horrible. Literally.
No, absolutely. I see why y'all didn't go with her again. What the heck? No, it needs to be a nice place. I'm sorry.
That's why I do all the planning now. I'm like, no, it needs to be nice. I need to see what it looks like.
I need to see the reviews, how many stars it has, all of that.
All of it. I even watch YouTube reviews.
Yeah, and TikTok.
Yeah, and TikTok's everything.
Just to see what it looks like. Because, some people will say it's good. When you ask somebody, oh, like, you've been here, and then they say it's good. But, like, you looking at them TikToks, and they're like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Because one time that happened, my friends and I were going on a trip, and someone who I know recommended me a hotel there that they stayed at. I was like, oh, okay. So we looked into this hotel, and it was like the reviews on TikTok were terrible. They were showing the food, how it looked nasty. There was mold in the room, like all types of stuff. And I was like, and this person told us to go there, and they were like, oh, this is a fun party spot. I was like, you would have had us all the way messed up.
You see that?
And I sent them the TikToks. I was like, he was like, oh, I didn't see that. I was like, well, we're not going there, but thank you for the suggestion. Okay, so I feel like when you're going with, you go with one person, but when you go with a big group of people like me, I feel like we are able to have successful girls trips because we're all the same type of tripper. Like, you know how some people go on vacation and want to sleep till 12?
Literally waste the whole day away.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
So I feel like that helps. Because, I mean, granted, that's what you want to do. Do what you want to do. If you want to sleep until 12, that's what you came on vacation for, to relax.
Absolutely.
If you want to get up early and go see, that's what you came on vacation. But if you are going with people, like, I feel like when you pick the wrong people, that's when it goes awry. Because now you want to get up and go, and somebody is in the bed until 12, and now you're mad.
Yeah, I know for us, we pretty much are the same type of travelers too. Like we always can feel the vibe on each other if we want to stay in a little later, or if we want to, go out on our excursions or just like explore wherever we're at. We're pretty good at that too, which is great.
But you know what I don't like? When people invite strangers to like places that you're in. Like, it's okay to talk to people on vacation. That's fun. You meet different people and you like have fun at the pool or talk,
Yeah.
You're talking to people. You're being friendly and nice. But don't tell them where we are. Or like, don't have them, oh, this is our room. This is where we...
I can't stand that. But they're like, oh, what hotel are you staying at? And you tell them the real hotel. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
No.
We never, you know what we say? We say, oh, we staying around.
No.
And they'll be like, around where? Around. And then they're like, oh, okay, you're not going to tell. And we're like,
right.
Yeah. We don't even fake it. We're like, around.
Literally, I was in Miami one time and someone was like, what hotel are you in? I was like, oh, it's in Miami. And they're like, oh, yeah, but where? I was like, in Miami.
I feel like you were with me.
Yeah, I was.
Oh.
But
like, wait, I remember
yeah,
this.
In Miami. Like, I'm not telling you that.
Yeah.
Or if I'm somewhere and they're like, oh, are you visiting? I'm like, yeah, I'm visiting family. Like, you don't need to know that I'm here, like, alone, like, with no one. Like, no, I have family here. Yeah, I know around here. I don't know where I'm at. But, like, I'm not going to let you know that. You can't know that I'm alone.
Right. Don't, too friendly.
Yeah.
And then when people separate away, that scares me. Because remember, like, that girl who passed because, like, she was by herself and I guess she was like in the ocean or something. Like, I don't even think they know what happened to her.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the same story, but this one girl, she went away from her group.
This is probably the same story.
Is it the one where they came back and she wasn't there? Like, they came back in the morning, woke up for their excursion?
Yeah, this is the same story.
So, yeah, I don't know.
But that's like separating. I feel like when you go together, you leave together. So,
and that's everywhere, not even on vacation.
Exactly. So that just like, if you want to split up, it's a big group, and it's like if 3 of the people want to go to the karaoke session and 3 of the people want to stay in the pool while they go to, that's fine. But like one person by themselves, absolutely not.
No, it's just dangerous. It's not even just no. I like to stay together. It's just easier that way. Plus, it's just like safety. And
people get drunk and then they're like, oh, I want to go do this or I want to go do that. Don't be getting too drunk on vacation. Please.
Know how to handle your liquor. Know how to, especially if we're at like an all-inclusive. I know it's exciting. I know it's fun, but like, there's a limit. There's a time.
I was at an all-inclusive when I was in college on spring break. And so it was just, there was this huge frat there of like 80 people. Like, I was like, what is happening? It was this huge frat and they were all there at the pool. Like, they were telling everyone, like, their frat. They're like, hey, we were all like, oh, like, that's nice. Like, some of them were so wasted. They were like falling, like, boom, next to the pool, by the pool, up the stairs. And I was like, mind you, none of them are taking care of each other. They're just like spawning back up. Like, I'm like, how are you guys? Okay, that is so dangerous.
When I was in Cabo for my birthday. Literally, someone threw up in the pool.
That's disgusting.
Luckily, there were multiple pools, and luckily I wasn't in that pool at that time.
That's
but literally,
so nasty.
Like, she threw up, like, literally at the, the bar, the swim up bar, she threw up.
You can't show your face after that.
That's horrible.
How you coming to breakfast the next day and everybody looking at you like, yeah, there goes the throw up girl.
Yeah, everyone had to obviously get out the pool. They had to clean it. Had to shut it down for a little bit. It's like, how that's.
You don't want to like a bad because you always see the people around at the resort. You don't want the bad reputation at the resort. I feel like I always get like a cute one. Like when we went to Arizona, we did this blind wine tasting, remember? And it was like a blind wine tasting, and it was, some of the wines were expensive and some of them were cheap, and you didn't know which one it was, so that you can make a decision on what you liked the most, not oh, you liked it because it was expensive. Of course, I picked all the expensive ones. So some of the people that were with us in this wine tasting, when we went to dinner that night, when I walked in, like this old man was like, oh, look, it's the girl with the expensive taste. Yeah. That's the reputation you want. Not that's the girl who hurled in the pool.
Literally.
Shut down the pool on vacation. I wouldn't even want to get in. I wouldn't even want to get in after that. Like,
no, I was just like, thank God I wasn't in that pool when that happened, because I would have been done. I would have been disgusted.
Why would you throw up in the pool?
Granted, listen, everyone was lit. That resort.
Yeah, but
I mean, that was crazy.
Are you crazy?
It was bad. It was bad.
Are you crazy? You could get lit, but you could also have some decor.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. And that's how arguments start.
That's true.
I'll never forget my friends and I. Also spring break, we went to Cancun and Miami. When we were in Miami, we were getting in Ubers, and these other girls were also like waiting for an Uber right there, and they were in an argument, and they was going back and forth. All right, like back and forth. We was like, dang, I'm glad we're not arguing.
No, girl.
That's like so annoying. Even if you have like a disagreement or something, because no one's gonna agree every single time.
Right.
I feel like when me and my friends are on vacation, if something like, if there is any, which usually there isn't, I think there was only like one or two times where it was like, wait, what happened? And then literally right there, we either talked about it with each other or just like said how they felt, or, you know, curse somebody out. Not, they didn't curse each other out, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, right there, say what you have to say. And then it was over. And then they were like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But okay, continue. Bye.
That's how you know when it's real friends.
Yeah.
On vacation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can talk those things out with your real friends. So it's just a different level. Like, me and my friend, we can talk anything out, you know? And we don't even have to raise our voice at each other. And right. We can just be like, girl.
Right.
You know, and we sort it out, and we're always good.
Right.
So you can just see who's really your friend. That's a test. How strong is your friendship on vacation? That's a test.
It's also a test of, am I good? Are you the type of person I can hang out with? Because you know how people come on vacation and don't want to spend money, or don't have money to spend. That's like, first of all, I'm the friend that makes a full itinerary before we go, and I'm like notorious for this. Like, whenever there's a trip coming up, everyone is like, where's the itinerary? We ready for itinerary? Like, I'm notorious for this. I have a whole template that I have for myself. It's a whole thing. My friends print it out, laminate it. It's a thing. Okay, I make an itinerary. You don't have to stick exactly to the itinerary, right. But we have an itinerary of, okay, this is the default. If we find something else we want to do or see something else, then we can switch it up from there. So we know what's going to happen when we get there. Like, don't come on vacation with $200.
Don't come just knowing you're not prepared. Like, especially when I make the itinerary, because it's like, you know. You know we're going to go to dinner here. You know we're doing this excursion. You know we're going to rent a car. Like, whatever we're doing.
A lot of stuff you could prepay for if you, like, do. All you really need is, like, food and stuff. You can prepay for a lot of, even, like, car service. You can prepay for car service. You can, like, So,
and I don't like the sneakiness. You come unprepared, and then you're looking at me like, ooh, yummy. Ooh.
Oh, we've heard some stories, and I've seen some TikToks about that. And they come. I saw one TikTok, and the girl was like, they went all the way. They drove. Why is it always Miami that these stories are about on TikTok?
I don't know. It's Miami. Miami be...
No, because I've been to Miami with my friends, and we had a ball and came back.
I mean, so have I, but hey.
We went to Cancun and it was fine. So if you can't get past Miami, you ain't going nowhere.
I'm literally not going nowhere. I don't know. I've traveled internationally.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. I feel like you need to do a test trip in the States. Do a test trip in the States with those people. Yeah. Then, okay, now we know we can travel out the country.
And look, that's kind of what we did. We did a test run in the States, and we knew someone had to get dropped when we went out internationally.
Mm. But I saw this TikTok, and the girl, they drove to Miami, and then they got there, and the girls were acting like they didn't have money for the hotel.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so they was looking at her like, you got to pay the hotel. And so she was like, they was like, oh, like something's wrong. Like, we'll pay you back. So she paid for it. Like, she put her card on it. Yeah. Like, it doesn't come out until after. But she put her card down on it. And it was like, oh, I guess they got paid or something. Which, you waited to get... You get paid in the middle of the vacation. You came with no money. Talking about you're getting paid. That's crazy. So, she's like, okay, they'll pay me back. They did not pay her back. It got to the end. They charged her card. She's like, what the heck? So, she basically left them there and drove back because she was like, you didn't pay me gas to get here. Now you didn't pay for this. And then throughout the trip, it was a longer story. Like, they wasn't paying for stuff, this, that, and the third. Then they was like trying to find men to pay for stuff. It was crazy, this story. And then, so she left them and drove back.
I mean, I don't blame her.
And I'm like, I don't know how they got back. I'm like, that's crazy. I feel like I wouldn't have been able to leave people, but I just would have been like,
that would have been it.
That we will never do this again. But I would feel crazy to leave them stranded.
No, leaving them is like crazy. But
what they did was crazier.
What they did was crazy.
But I just, in my heart, I would be like, I'm driving you back and you will never
see me again.
Okay. Please. Come on now.
Crazy.
Oh, okay. And then the girls who want to bring their boyfriend on the girls trip.
If it's a girls trip, that means no man.
Why is he here?
Are allowed. Why is he here? That's weird.
It's not a couple trip. If it was a couple trip, it's a girls trip.
No. Like, we don't want random pop-ups. No.
Cause you know how that goes. Then it's like, oh, you were here. No.
Right.
No. It's a girls trip.
And then what? You're gonna hang around with us, or you're taking her from us, which is like,
if you want to go.
You can go 100%, but it's like, all right, if we stop inviting you, then
no. If you want to go, if he's in the town and you want to go hang out with him for a night, I really don't care. Go hang out. Like,
I'm not saying for a night, but I'm saying if they're coming over and like taking over the trip.
Yeah,
that's
for
what
sure.
Saying.
Like, why is he here?
Yeah.
No, thank you. Okay, so I want to play a game.
Okay.
This or that. Vacation edition.
Okay.
Girls trip or vacation? I'm sorry, y'all. Vacation.
For me, it's vacation. Yeah, for sure.
I love a vacation. Sometimes I'll be somewhere and I'll be like, dang, I wish I was here.
Literally, like you'll be somewhere and it's like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, like it's kind of romantic.
So yeah.
So I love a girls trip, but I'm a pick vacation. Excursion or resort day. Like, stay at the resort all day and like relax, chill out, maybe spa, or go on an excursion. For me, I'm gonna say excursion because I love a good excursion. I feel like excursions oftentimes are like the highlight of the trips.
Yeah. For me, it's excursion too, because especially when it's something that is unique to the place.
Right.
So, you can only do it here. And
it's like culture.
Yeah. Culture. So
yeah.
it's like, I don't know. I never want to miss up on those opportunities.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I love a good spa day.
Oh.
Okay.
Sure.
Are you a last minute packer or do you pack early? I feel like I'm both because when I buy stuff specifically for a trip, I'll try it on and immediately put it in my suitcase and in my stuff. But then the stuff that I didn't like buy for this trip, that like my makeup or like, you know, different things like that, I'll put in like after like the day of. So I feel like I'm both, or like pajamas or something. So I feel like I'm both.
For me, I think I'm more of like a procrastinator when it comes to it. Like I literally wait until a few hours before my flight sometimes, or like the day before, and I'm like, okay, let me put everything together. But I know, like, I'll put all of my stuff maybe to the side. Like, if I know I'm taking this outfit, I'll put it to the side. But then actually packing, it'll probably be a few hours before the flight. So,
okay.
Not the best, but it works.
Sometimes I've seen her, she is like throwing stuff in it, like ready to go. I'm like, chill. Okay. Eat in the hotel or at the resort, or eat in the town. I say, depending on where you are, eating in the town for the most part, because the town always has like the good food, the culture there. They seasoned it how they season it. Like, yes, the stuff at the hotels and the resorts, I feel like sometimes tries to cater to the visitor.
Yeah.
But if you want that real authentic food, go into town.
That's what I like sometimes don't like with these resorts. They're like, want to have like American restaurants, and then when they do that, they think it's just hamburgers and hot dogs and like ribs or something, and it's like, I don't want to eat that if I'm in like, I don't know, Costa Rica. Like, I want to have the authentic food. So sometimes it is better to just go off of the resort and just actually get that experience.
Yeah, and this stuff's really good. And like, you'll hear about stuff like, there's like the famous places that you hear about in these countries and stuff that you want to go to those restaurants in town. So okay, and then last one, Airbnb or resort and hotel. For me, it depends. If you're in America, I'm fine with an Airbnb. Same. If I'm like in a different country or something, I'd rather do a resort / hotel, depending on where you're traveling to. Yeah, you won't find me in an Airbnb somewhere.
No, I don't know. For me personally, I just like being on a resort. Like, if I'm in an Airbnb out of the country, it's like, okay, I have to think about food and, you know, like, I don't know. I'd rather be at the resort. Then the resort, you get the pools and you get the butler and the concierge. And I know some Airbnbs have all that too, but it's just like, I don't know, that resort experience. I just think when you're out of the country, it's just better. I just like that experience. Yeah,
stay at a resort or like a hotel, depending on where you're traveling to, I think is key when you're away. Yeah, because I'm not washing dishes and cooking on vacation.
And then you have to rent a car in a different country. I don't know. I don't feel like doing that. No. And then sometimes, you know, you have to drive on the other side of the road. I'm not.
Well, you can do a car service.
You can, but I see a lot of people who just rent a car, get an Airbnb.
No, that's too much work.
That's what I see people do. So I'm like,
I would never do that in my life.
I'm not doing it.
Unless I was like staying there for a month or like an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was staying there if I was like staying in Italy for a month.
Yeah, that's different.
Then that's different. Yeah. Then like, okay, I'll get this and like enjoy my time here. But just a vacation for like a shorter period of time, no. Absolutely not. No. Don't invite me to Costa Rica and you talking about we got an Airbnb.
Right, Jamaica.
And there's no staff.
Right, and there's no staff. That's the thing. Don't invite me to Jamaica. There's no staff in the Airbnb. What are we doing? No.
I want to go to a resort.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
If there's no like, I just feel like we're on vacation.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we feel the problem with girls trips is. If you have a story or what you think the problem with it is, let us know in the comments. And we're just thankful for our girls that we go on girl trip with, because love y'all, because some people are struggling out here. But please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let us know what you want to hear from us. If you're listening on an audio platform, please follow and download this episode. Thank you, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.